As soon as I opened it up, I was seeing red. I was legitimately seeing absolute red because I was like, I get it. I'm a joke. I'm a jester. I am the person making you laugh all the way to the bank. Hello YouTube, what is up my favorite random citizens of the internet? Today, like I mentioned, I am reporting from my quarantine post. All jokes aside, you know, it kind of is what it is. As a realtor, I saw this meme and I was like, that's good, you got me there. And I decided to take kind of like a break from doing work from at home because I got a little at-home office going on. Yes, yes, yes. And I wanted to make this video because I've honestly been debating it for so long now, because I'm talking about a brand and what I'm not gonna say is like the best, like I'm not like, oh my god, yes, like I can't believe it. I'm being really brutally honest, and I feel like if you are thinking about purchasing Luxy clip-in extensions, please watch this before you buy them. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I also wanted to start out without my clip-ins in, and this is like day 4 hair straightened after I've worked out, so the back is a little bit poofier than it usually is when it's like perfectly freshly pressed. But I have a video that I can pop in right here from my Instagram when I went to the little coach event, which I didn't film. I'm a little bit upset with myself, but I digress. Anywho's and hower. Anyways, I am just gonna kind of talk about my experience with them, which I'm gonna be honest, A++ experience talking with the customer service. Actually, I found out they treat their customers a little bit differently based on how much of a ruckus you have to put up. So maybe not A++, but definitely like one of the better customer service I've dealt with within, if I'm gonna be frank with you, the last 5 years. Really, they have great customer service, but is their product worth that coin? Like, let's be honest, is the product worth the money you're shelling out? Because that's really why I'm making this video. I paid $276, which, like, yes, in the grand scheme of things, to some people might not be that much money. I just watched a video where like a 17-year-old paid $3,000 to get her clip-ins or her extensions done, and I'm like, that's a down payment on something. Like, you putting that to a house, you putting that to a car. I'm not just putting that to my head. But yeah, so let me put these in and I will get back and we will talk all about these clip-ins. So you're probably like, where did the bottom half of your hair go? I actually had to braid it up. I totally forgot to mention this part because this is actually a huge part of the whole process of why I honestly don't think that these are worth the money. This right here is the volumizing lift. So let me hold it up. This is the volumizing lift. You still have parts that you can easily see through it, and it's been combed through, so this isn't looking luxurious, because if not, and mind you, I've worn these like literally once, so let me just kind of, this is what they would look like if they weren't combed through. Okay, this is just like a normal, this is a normal piece of hair. So this is a normal 4-clip weft that comes in, and I'll post the pictures in a little bit later too. So this is what it looks like. And this is the volumized weft. Mind you, again, it's been just brushed out for this. And let me show you what it looks like when you do comb it. Just the normal weft. Like, this is why I don't think this is worth it. This is what you're rocking with. You see that? You see all, like, I'm just holding it. And this is a 4-piece weft right here. So this is just a normal 4-piece weft. It has windows through it, like it's trying to peer into your soul. And this is what they sent me. And I have the emails too about like the fact that this is what it's supposed to look like. And like I mentioned, like I know my hair is thin, so I ordered the medium set to kind of help to offset the thinness of my own hair. But obviously that wasn't enough. Okay, I'm gonna stop being bitter and get back to putting my hair together. And like, look, you know, I just set it down and we're already, bam, we're already seeing gaps. And I just laid it down. So imagine this stuff in your hair as you're going about your business. Maybe don't go about your business, maybe stay home. I feel like that's so funny right now. But yeah, let me finish doing my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're redoing this whole video for the second time. By the way, like and subscribe if you wanna like follow my channel. I had to add that in there because I forget I'm not a real YouTuber unless I do that. Anyways, so the review of this hair. Like I said, in short, I don't really like it. I know that some people are either gonna really love this hair or they're not, but I personally don't like it. I personally don't think it's worth the amount of money. And I know right now, like through the viewfinder probably or the camera, it looks really good, but when I tell you it's not worth it, girl, it's not worth it, girl. This was $276, doubloons USD, and I think that you can find better hair options in your local beauty supply store. Matter of fact, in that beauty supply store that you don't go to after night because you don't know what's gonna happen, yeah, that beauty supply store, in the $10 bin, the bin that's actually a box that they've had probably for 13 years that's ripped on the side and the hair's on the floor, yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's get into this because clearly my inner petty Karen is coming out. So I ordered this hair back on like the 7th or 8th of February, and I ordered the hair honestly because I had reached out to them about possibly collabing and I could review the hair. At the time when I was doing my research, I saw that there was a lot of other channels very similar to mine, similar in views, engagement, subscribers, yeah, that thing. And I was like, oh, okay, so clearly they work with smaller creators. I think I would be a really good candidate, so I reached out to them. They reached back out to me. We talked for a little bit, and they said basically at this time, we're not going to work with you. And they said it in a really, really nice way. I want to make sure that is driven home. Their PR team, their customer service team, top notch, 10 out of 10. I would literally work with those people again. But for the product, no, we're not doing that. Anyways, I reached out to them asking if they wanted to collab. They said no. And I kind of was on the fence if I even still wanted to purchase them, but I was like, if I'm only gonna purchase them because they sent them to me, I'm kind of lying. Like, it'd be a fake review. I'd be like, oh my god, like I love them. Or it'd feel kind of weird if I didn't like them. By the way, obviously I didn't. But I was like, yeah, let me just buy them with my own hard-earned money. And the best case scenario would be that if everything worked out really well, we could work together again in the future. I could like try some of their different products out. And the worst case scenario is like I buy the hair clips and I just make a review and they never see it. Because at no point did I ever think I wasn't gonna like these. So after ordering them, about a week later on the 15th, I received them around like 4 p.m. I went to go get them around 5 and I was emailing their customer service by 6. Why was I doing that? Because by the time I had opened up the box, I was so frustrated. Now, here's like one piece left over. This is like the one I didn't use. And if you can kind of see, it's, you know, the hair is just a little bit straggly. This is like after a one-time use. It's a little straggly. It's a little thin, as we can see. Yeah. But I took it out and I tested it against my own hair and I was like, yeah, like that color works. At the time, by the way, I had a keratin treatment. I don't think that this hair texture would match my natural hair. But at the time I had just gotten a fresh keratin treatment done and I was really excited for them. I opened up the rest of the package and with me just running my fingers through the hair, I know that this is not enough hair for my head. I've been wearing wigs, I've been wearing clip-ins, I've been wearing weaves since I was 16 years old. How old am I now? 26. I'm 26. I'm 26. I'm 26. I keep saying that. I get hung up on stuff, I realize. But I've been wearing hair extensions for 10 years. I know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work just by holding it at this point. And so I'm reaching out to them about the issue that I'm having. I'm telling them that I don't think the thickness is right. I'm actually double checking to make sure that my slip is correct. Like I really thought I ordered the wrong thing in the wrong size or weight, I should say. So we go back and forth talking. The entire time they're being nothing but polite. They're being nothing but accommodating, kind of asterisk to that. But they seem to be very genuinely like understanding. And after we go back and forth, they kind of say like, oh, we think that the problem that you're having is a thickness issue. How about we send you a volumizing weft? And this is funny to me. They suggested a volumizing weft and they said that they only had the off black traditional weft. I have the seamless balayage. And they sent me a link to go look at the weft. And when they sent me the link to go look at the weft, it showed right then and there that they had the seamless volumizer balayage weft in stock. Why couldn't they just send me the one that matched my clip-in set? Maybe it's because it was $10 more. Or maybe it's because they really don't care and they just wanted me to shut up. I'm leaning towards both of them, but a lot more towards the second one. So after kind of going back and forth some more, they basically are like, are you gonna confirm your address? Are you gonna confirm your address? Will you just confirm your address? And I do. And then they sent me the wrong volumizing weft. They sent me the 1B, the one that wouldn't match very well. That's the one they sent. So I had to reach back out and I was like, what is this, my guy? And they were like, oops, we're sorry. Like, we'll send you over the right one. And at one time I thought they were sending me like 2 of them, but then they weren't. And they were like, no, we said we would send you the correct one when you send us back the wrong one we send to you. So I was like, awesome. At this point, I still hadn't put the hair in my head. It was just kind of sitting there in its box, and every time I would walk by the box, I would just be reminded that I wasted my money. That's it. And I received the 1B one, I sent it back, and then as soon as I sent that email confirming with the receipt, they then sent the correct volumizing weft within about 15 minutes. So they were very on top of it that second time, but it got to me. So during this time, I was watching a few other YouTube videos, and I was seeing that it looked like a lot of girls were dealing with the exact same issue. Matter of fact, one of the girls, if I have the screenshot still, I'll put it here, but one of the girls had even cut her hair so it would blend better with her clip-ins. What we not about to do right now. I'm not about to cut my hair to make these clip-ins blend better. I bought clip-ins so that they would blend well with my hair. I bought the thick set, the medium set, so they would. Just like, what? Like, I couldn't believe someone felt compelled. But at the same time, if you spend $270, damn near $300, and like some people have ordered it with like priority shipping, and that doesn't even work out well sometimes. You spend $300 and now I have to go get a haircut. I think the actual floop knot. I think the floop knot. So I finally get the right balayage volumizing weft set, and when I open it out of the package, first off, I believe this is actually the one that it was. Yeah, this is it. See how small this is? Do you see how small this is? I feel like Gianna when she is like, do you ever wonder why I don't say it back? Do you see how small this is? This thing is so small. And I opened it up, and as soon as I opened it up, I was seeing red. I was legitimately seeing absolute red, because I was like, I get it. I'm a joke. I'm a jester. I am the person making you laugh all the way to the bank, because clearly they do not care about me as a client. They don't care about the products they're sending out. They don't care that this thing is like a slim piece of deli meat. That's the only thing I could think to describe it as. It's thin, it's wobbly, and I kind of thought it smelled weird. So here we go. It's deli meat. And I was really, really upset by that as well too. When have I not been upset with them? Again, their customer service was fantastic. But I got my computer and I immediately started writing to them. But in my fury, in my rage, I said, you are a businesswoman, and you know that when you write emails, or I've received emails with people just being mad at me via the email, it doesn't really articulate well, and I don't care as much. Like, if you're gonna yell at me via email, okay, like, do you feel better now? So I decided to set the email to the side, and I wanted to just watch a couple of other reviews. Guess what? We're all out here dealing with the same stupid ish. That's right. That's 185% right. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with thin hair that's broken off, that nobody's happy with. We're dealing with these crappy volumizer wefts that they send out as like leftover thoughts of your actual bundle or your actual clip-in set. Like, this should have been sent first round, or matter of fact, because the wefts aren't even, in my opinion, that great, you should have just put all of them together like this. Like, oh my god, it's so frustrating and so upsetting. It's so yeah, I just started to watch a couple of videos to take my mind off of it and just figure out, am I the only person dealing with this? Tara Allen, she made a video about this. All of her videos are linked below, because I want you to see that this is just not me, this is other people. But Tara Allen was offered a refund off the bat. Guess who wasn't offered a refund? Guess who asked for a refund but was forced to get a volumizing left? It was me. And I laugh because I'm the joke. I am the person people come to get a laugh at in their office, obviously, over at Luxy. I'm the person they're like,
yo, you wanna see this idiot who just emailed me back asking for her money back? She's stupid.
Yeah, that's me. That's me in their office. So, still upset. But I emailed them back at that point and I was like, yeah, you gave Tara Allen, you gave her actually her money back. So at this point, I just want my money back. Whatever you need to do so I can get my money back, let me know. I'll send this over. I'll do this. I'll do that. And this was actually the longest response back to my email, but they did eventually say like, yes, you can get your money back. So I was like, awesome, thank you. I never want to talk to you again. And they were like, oh, do you mind like sending us pictures of talking about how like it's not blending well, or do you mind sending us pictures about like the thinness you're experiencing? Which like when I pull my hair like this, does she look thick to you? No. This is all of the hair right here. Oh, I don't know if I've done this yet, but you can kind of tell how thick someone's hair is when you braid it. And by the way, I watched this girl get $3,000 clip-ins, or not clip-ins, like beaded extensions, and I couldn't help but think, why are they putting a thin hair set into this girl's hair when she obviously has thick hair? Like, it's a thin set, and I feel like the thinness highlights how thick her natural hair is, and that's kind of like weirdly embarrassing for a celebrity stylist, because I've had stylists who are literally kitchen beauticians who know better. But I ain't here to talk about it because I'm literally not a beautician. I'm just a girl on the internet. And I know you kind of can't see it, but you kind of can. You can see some of the split ends and the frizzing and stuff like right around here even too. But like, does she look thick? Maybe slim thick, but that's the only thickness I'm thinking of. But yeah, so they eventually did refund me my money. After they refunded me my money and everything, and I still hadn't used the clip-ins because I was hoping that I could just send them back, because again, I hadn't used them. I had touched them with my fingers, and like, given everything that's going on, I understand right now that like, I kind of understand hygiene a little bit better. That sounds weird, but I'm gonna keep it in. So like, I had touched it with my fingers, but I hadn't touched it with a comb yet because I wanted to send it back. I had only touched it like twice at that point, and I kept getting emails actually recently that's like, tell us how you love your Luxy extensions, like tell us this, tell us that. So I put them in, and here's like the video on the side over here of me wearing them, and I wore them for, I'm gonna say like 4 hours, and when I tell you these things got PC and greasy at the end of it all, like if it was summertime and I was outside, you could probably make a barbecue in my hair. That's how greasy it was. That's disgusting. Like, you have to have dry shampoo to keep them separated, which is, I've never experienced that before. Like, I've had Brazilian hair, I've had Asian hair, I've had European hair before, but you really do need it, because if not, it's just not gonna look good. Like, as you can see right here, it's kind of getting piecey right here, and I'm brushing it out, like combing it out, so it can kind of like coagulate. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I'm trying to kind of like have the pieces of the actual hair look like they belong to each other. And so yeah, it's just been like, I don't like the hair. I don't think it's worth it. I've had bundles from other places that hold up a lot better. I've had bundles from her hair company that after I've dyed it my own damn self, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm not a stylist of any sort, as my husband. But like, that hair's held up better under literally a rookie who's watched YouTube videos. It's turned out better. So I feel like that quality of hair was better. I feel like I've experienced better quality of hair. Definitely, I would say on a grading scale, this is a D-. Okay, maybe not as heavy as a D minus. This is a D plus. This is like a 69.4. It's like you got so close to rounding up and you could have been so good, but you just didn't pass because, like, again, the hair is obviously damaged in a couple of different places. I'm gonna add that it's damaged probably due to the balayage, but it's damaged, it's thin, it's piecey, it gets greasy after literally like wearing it for 4 hours. It's just not it, chief. And if you want to still buy this, by all means go ahead. Their customer service is fantastic, so if you have any questions, they'll be able to answer it for you. If you're afraid about not getting your money back or getting a refund, that's a valid fear. I would maybe say possibly look at Bellamy. I'm just saying, I think I'm gonna buy from them next, just because one of my issues again is it's like it's not thick. She's not thick, and like right there, like it looks good right there, but remember, I just combed through my hair. If not, it would look greasy and piecey, like I was telling you, like pointing out before I even combed it. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. I would say, in my personal opinion, I would not buy from them again. Personal opinion, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna buy from them again. Again, the hair color is fantastic and probably the best hair color, but I'd much rather at this point just go to a stylist and have them do it than sit through $275 of worthlessness. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out. Oh, and I feel like I want to mention this too. I curled this hair like yesterday and it's already this flat. Yeah, so this was curled yesterday. You can kind of see it at the bottom, curled yesterday, and it's already this flat. So yeah, I'm gonna just, it's already in my head, so it's gonna stay in my head for the rest of the day today. But if you guys have any other questions, definitely feel free to reach out. Again, I'm gonna link Tara's video and maybe that other girl's video that I was talking about in the video description down below. Oh, I forgot to mention this too. So the back of my head, like up to probably the mid part of my ear, that part doesn't even have clip-ins on it because I have to like blend my bottom hair because it's really short. It goes down to like right about here. So I have to blend my bottom hair. And so like not all of my head is even covered. Yeah. Okay, well, if you guys like this video, like I was mentioning, definitely feel free to reach out, like, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram because that's where I'm gonna be, you see? And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.